Vindog, did you? Who gave you the name Vindog? Is that you, or is that a nickname for a long time now, or what?
Well, it's been my nickname for quite a while.
Okay.
It was my handle on eBay.
Wow.
Wow.
That was actually your original game. Not even the memes. It was getting into the auctions at the last second, right?
Yeah. The eBay thing was really a lot of. It still is a lot of fun. I still like the win an auction.
What's your best purchase at an auction, or something you're most proud of?
Well, I mean, I was just talking about last night. I got a Tom Seaver glove, vintage, nice one.
How much?
I got it for like $57.
Wow, that's
and then, of course, Tom Seaver died 2 months later.
Yeah.
Wow.
And now all of a sudden I got the glove. So.
I was gonna say that's actually pretty good for business. So
yeah, well, I like Tom Seaver. I don't want to see anything happen to him.
No, yeah, we're
messing. When I did my blog this week about the Toms, he was like number 3 on my list of Tom Terrifics.
I mean,
it's pretty good. I mean, there's a lot of Toms. To be number 3 isn't anything.
Oh, you got Tom Brady.
Brady was 1. Who was 2?
Number 2, I had what's his name, the golfer who got the hole in one. A couple holes in one. Tom. Can't think of his name.
Watson.
Wow, he must have been really terrific.
Yeah, he was good.
We can't remember his name. I think Tom Seaver maybe.
Well,
yeah, Tom Watson. He's unbelievable on the senior tour too.
Yeah, I don't watch golf as much, but I figured a lot of people do, so I made him number 2. It wasn't like in order. I had Tommy Hearns.
I like this. Everyone who makes top 5s, they do their personal top 5s. Vindog was a top 5 for the people.
For the audience.
I try to, I know that people like golf,
Did the cartoon cat make it?
Up there. Tom
the cartoon cat?
Yeah, what about Tom from Tom and Jerry?
I limited it to athletes.
Okay.
Because there's just too many great Toms in the history of the world. I mean,
so many.
So you start eBay auctioning and you just threw out Vindog as your handle?
Yeah, that was it. It was actually Vindoggy at the time.
Oh man, I like that even more.
All right. Wait,
but I had an argument with eBay, and we got into it, and I shut the account down. So.
Before you tell us about this argument, Vindog, can we next week get top 5 non-athlete Toms? I'd like.
Yeah, I can do that.
All right, cool. Thank you.
There's a lot of really good Toms.
You should just do Toms, like all kinds of Toms. Top 5 artists named Tom. Top 5 musicians named Tom.
I want it next week. But what, you got in an argument over your name on eBay?
No, it was over like money with eBay. They were they used to charge you every time you relisted something. And it's like the product was worth $8 and I owed them like $37 for relisting. And no, I'm not going to do that. That makes no business sense. I'm not doing it. We got into a big fight and I said, boom, shut the account. And then you just open up another account and you're back in business again.
Vindoggy too.
Yeah.
Then you go over to Twitter as Vindog and you're just fucking around with the memes. How does this whole thing go?
Well, I got into first it was Facebook. I was a Facebook addict.
Yeah.
The video.
Yeah.
And then I got out of that because it just got crazy. And then I got into Twitter. And now I can't believe it. Like Twitter is my number 1. Facebook, I go in there. It's like all my older friends are on Facebook.
Yeah.
So it's like I enjoy that, but it's a completely different experience from Twitter. As is Instagram.
What made you start memeing people?
It was like a competitive thing. You get into an argument, and the most effective way to beat them was with a meme. You just bang, send it out there. And then they sit there, they think about it, you send another one. They're overwhelmed. And then they just back down, and it's over. You see them, they just shut down, and they're gone.
And how
it was kind of fun.
Did somebody just tag you, tag Dave in your stuff? How did the
Well, Dave saw the movie, and he saw parts of it. I don't think he saw the whole thing. And then suddenly he wanted to hire me. And I didn't know much about Barstool then. I mean, a little bit. But one of my former students texted me and said, "Hey, you're a big star on Barstool. What's that?" He said, "Oh, it's, he told me how to get there." And I went on there. Wow, look at that. And then Dave contacted me. He said he wanted to meet up with me, wanted to hire me. And I'm like, what? And then my youngest son, Dylan, is like the one with the Family Feud. Dad, take it. You're going to do it. You're going to do it. I'm a teacher. I can get a pension. I can just hang out for a few more years here and I'm all set. No. We went to meet Dave a year ago. Actually, I've been there on February 7th. It was 1 year.
Wow.
It's 1 year anniversary.
Did you up the pension for Barstool?
Yeah.
Wow, buddy.
Yeah. I gave up a little bit, but you know what? It's well worth it. I mean,
working with Dave it's a pension. He'll pay you literally forever. So
Yeah.
it really matter. But that's a bold move, man. That's a lot of work.
I had to give it some thought.
Yeah.
And my son Dylan is just saying, Dad, you got to do this. You always wanted to do this. I'm 63 years old. I mean, I could be dead, you know.
You're not getting any younger.
And I'm still breathing. He says, do it. Just do it. My wife was finally on board. She said, go ahead. Just do it. So
see, that's the one. Your kids don't give a shit because they're like not really adults. Like they're young adults, so they're not really adults. But your wife being on board when she knows that pension is coming pretty soon and being like, go after it. That is the deal. That's like what allowed you to do it, essentially.
Well, she works for the same school system. So we were in the same building.
Okay.
So I could walk down the hallway and there's my wife. You know.
Oh yeah. That's probably why she probably wanted you to get away.
Vindog, it was this is how crazy Barstool is, and like people who get hired, there's a lot of circumstance and luck. So I remember specifically the video because our main account tweeted it. I saw it, someone retweeted it like 5 days later. I saw it. I was fucking obsessed with it. That was the funniest thing I've ever seen. I tweeted it, and then Dave hit me up and was like, who is this guy? How did you find this? I'm like, our main account tweeted it. So he totally missed it. I totally missed it. Thank God someone saw it eventually because it's the funniest fucking video. If you haven't seen it, his son made a documentary about Vindog being addicted to memes. And it's like completely straight, like no, like just like my dad has a problem. He's addicted to memeing people to death. It's the funniest fucking video. I laughed so hard when I saw it.
There was no script. We just right here in the kitchen, right in this kitchen.
Yeah,
we did it right there. And it was just like my son started, my son had a habit, we lived in this house for 34 years. And, he would just like when he got old enough, he had an iPhone. He would just take it out and start recording me and chasing me around like paparazzi. And it's like, stop. And, I'm a plumber and I get the plumber's crack going. And he'd get these videos of me and put them online. And one day I said to him, that's it. You don't put that thing away. I'm going to break your phone. And he thought I was fooling around. I grabbed his phone. I took it, grounded him. But then he started taking videos of me. And the first one was the swipe with the birthday candles.
Yeah.
He did it. And then all of a sudden, he wakes me up at like 3 a.m. Dad, your video's going viral. And here I am. I'm like 63 years old. I'm like, what do you mean it's going
He
viral?
woke you up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Dad, you wouldn't believe it. The video's going viral.
I would have said, you know what? It's gonna be viral at 8 a.m. So you can wake me up then, brother. Doesn't
I looked at my wife, I'm like, what
Did
is
you even know what
mean?
viral
You
meant
know
at that
viral
time then?
meant.
Yeah, you
know
know
what
what it means.
So the next thing you know, by the morning, it was like crazy. It was the last day of school. And then I got a call from ABC News. They wanted to do a thing. And then, of course, LeBron James wins the NBA title. I was scheduled to go on Good Morning America. First
You're gonna say
time
LeBron tweeted it.
LeBron wins the NBA championship. They X me out. I'm all done. LeBron's in there. That's why I hate LeBron James. That was my big freaking chance to be somebody, and like LeBron James took it from me all day long. All they talked about was him. So I missed it. That was it. Done.
Wow.
But that video did well. And then him and his girlfriend decided to do My Dad, the Facebook Addict. And it was slow and it kept going. And when they finally went back and they edited and cut it and they had music to it and they put the swipe at the end of it, I'm like, I can't believe it. I couldn't believe it. We ended the, people from Massachusetts, the Somerville Film Festival. There was
really?
1,000 people. 1,000 people wanted in on it. And they chose us as one of the 18 that got in.
Wow.
So we went to the showing of it, and there's all these serious avant-garde. What is this movie about? It's black and white, and I really don't know. What is that? I'm thinking, what is this about? Oh well, that one there is doing this, and okay, whatever. And then all of a sudden, they put My Dad, the Facebook ad on. The place is laughing hysterically. I'm looking around, I'm like, this is unbelievable. These people are laughing. I didn't think they were capable at first. They were just deep. And next thing you know, they're laughing their asses off, and like. Then at the very end, they think it's over. Then the swipe comes on. And then they're laughing all over again. But we didn't win anything.
Were you trying to be yourself then in the video? Or were you like hamming it up a little bit?
Yeah, it's so funny. It's like real life Best in Show or like Spinal Tap. It's just Vin being like, yeah, I meme him to death. Like, what do you want me to do?
But then I get serious at the end because I realized that like, it on Facebook, the arguments, it's like multiplying by 0. It really adds up to nothing. And it's just a big waste of everybody's time to argue like that because you don't get anywhere. Everybody's just so it got serious, and at the very end, my son had this idea: his dad, you're going to go on Twitter now. So at the end, I get off of Facebook. Everybody's like, okay, he's done. He's done. And then my son pauses it, and he ended up adding the little section where I sign on to Twitter. You know, and it's like it was just. I'm telling you, it was so much fun to make, and it's only 10 minutes and 18 seconds long.
We need to unleash Vin in like the Barstool Reddit. Like just let him start going after people there.
Reddit.
Yeah, the Reddit people are pretty cool. They like that stuff.
All right, you're already laughing at one of the best clips of our shows. Now it's time for you to watch the full episode. So click here, subscribe to the full KFC Radio show. You can watch entire episodes right here. You want more clips? Click here. Subscribe to both of them.
Hit the button too. Hit the bell.
Hit the bell and the button, and then the comment below.
Leave comments. Who else you think we should interview?
And how I'm funnier than John.
Maybe.